Hello, my amazing, gorgeous family. Welcome to Blessing Cookout, and you are cooking with blessing. And I hope you guys are doing well. In today's video, I will share with you guys how to make the most delicious, super moist, and satisfying meat pie. Without not wasting your time, let us get into the video. I have some flour there, guys, and I also have potato, ground beef. I have capsicum, carrot, onion, seasoning cubes, seasoning. I have some salt, butter. So guys, let us put everything together. I'm using two different meat. I'm using the ground beef and the lamb as well. So right now I put my pot and I went in with just a little bit of oil, not too much. And after that, I just went in and I put in my grounded beef in the pot. And I will go ahead, guys, I will mix it. This is a very big recipe. Like, if you don't want to make that much of this, you can divide this recipe into two. So what I did here, guys, I used the potato masher so that I will be able to mash the meat, the ground beef, quickly. So once it all turned golden brown, so now my meat had turned golden brown. Right here is almost there, but it's not yet quite finished. So after that, guys, I just went ahead and I put all my seasoning into it, and I followed that with Maggi cube. And then after, guys, I added a little bit of salt, and then after that, I add in the carrot, followed that with the potato, and then I added dash onion as well, and then I added seasoning cube. Then after that, I went in with a little bit of chili pepper. So I used chicken seasoning powder. Then I mix everything together. I am not putting the capsicum. I want the capsicum to go in last. That's what I have not put. So I'm just going to mix everything together, guys, beautifully. And I taste for seasoning, yes. So then I added a little bit of chili pepper as well because it needed a little bit more. Then I went in with black pepper. I put a little bit of black pepper. Then I mixed everything together. This tastes so amazing. Then I realized I needed to put a little bit of seasoning powder, and then I added a little bit of water. Please do not put too much of water. Just put enough for the meat to cook. Then I cover the pot to continue cooking. On the other hand, guys, I had some flour, and then I went in with some baking powder. I went in with salt, and then I mixed everything together. You can also add nutmeg if you want. Then I mixed everything together. Then after that, guys, I went in with margarine. I'm using margarine. So I went in with half kilo of margarine. Then I put some nutmeg in. I love my pie with nutmeg. Okay, guys, so you can skip or you can add, but it will take it to the next level. Then after I have put everything, guys, I'm just going to mash the butter with the flour until I get the crumb. So keep doing this until it look like something like this. Okay, guys, now my dough has all been mixed together. The butter has been mixed in the flour, and I have the crumbs that I am looking for. And I went in with a very cold water. Yes, make sure you add cold water, but do not put too much water at the beginning because we are not making bread. All right, we are making meat pie dough. So be adding the water gradually, and you be mixing it until it reach to the consistency that I am looking for. If you follow this recipe step by step, you will get the perfect texture and a perfect meat pie dough. So guys, I repeat the same process and I add in my cold water. So right now everything is coming together, and I will just knead my dough just for 5 minutes. Do not knead it more than that, because we are not looking for a stretching dough or a tough dough. We want this dough to be very soft, like when you eating it, it's very, very soft, but it's not tough. So guys, right now after I have knead my dough for 5 minutes, I divide the dough into two. Then I use a glad wrap. Then I will glad wrap it. Then I will keep it in the fridge. If you are in a hurry, you can actually make this dough overnight. The best way, make it overnight. Then the next morning, it will be quick and fast to put everything together. So I put mine in the freezer because it will take long in the fridge. So whilst the dough is resting, guys, now it's time for me to check the pie filling. You can also make this pie filling overnight just to speed up the process. Make everything overnight and then you keep it in the fridge. Then guys, I added a little bit more water, and then I went in with my capsicum because the meat was a bit too dry, so I needed to add water, and then I add in my capsicum. And after that, guys, I use cornstarch here. So right now I added water and I mix everything and I put on it, because this is what is going to burn everything together, and it will give that moist to the pie. Once you open the pie, it's not going to be dry at all. So guys, once I have cooked this, I have to leave it. Do not put this one straight away in the dough, because if you do, everything will be a mess. So keep it, let it rest until it come to room temperature or totally cold. So guys, my meat pie filling have been resting for hours and hours. So now it's time for me to start the process of putting everything together. So right now I'm just cutting it into the sizes that I want. This is a very big meat pie that I am making. Guys, do you hate when you open a meat pie and you only see that little bit of filling in it and the rest is dough? I really hate that feeling. But this one, once you open this, oh my God, it's super filling, super cellifer, and the meat pie is just soft, supple, just perfectly. Like, I've been making meat pie, but this is my best ever meat pie that I have made. Whenever you see me add the most to my video, that show that is very delicious. It's from 0 to 100 or 100 over 100. So guys, I use half cup of filling. I am making a very big meat pie. So I take my pie dough, then I roll it out. Do not roll it out too thin and do not roll it out too thick. Let it just be the rightful amount. Then put in as much as you want. Just be careful. Do not overfill it in a way that you are not able to close the pie, because if that happens, it will be a little bit of mess. All the juice will be leaking out and your pie will turn out to be dry. Guys, I was struggling with my chopping bowl, so I have to put a cloth. The secret for the chopping bowl not to be rolling around, just put a cloth, and the cloth will actually help you that it will not be moving around, and everything will just be smooth and go the way you want. So right now, guys, I went ahead and I will just repeat the same process until I have filled my meat pie. This is a very large meat pie recipe, so I have to bake this meat pie in sorry guys, I have to bake this meat pie about 3 or 4 times because it's a lot. Do not put too much, all right? What I'm trying to say, guys, is do not put too much of the pie at the same time on a baking tray. Leave space in between for it to breathe so that they all will bake perfectly fine. That's what I'm saying. do not put too much. All right, and guys, before I forgot, make sure you put water at the edge of the dough, not too much, so that it will actually help you for you to be able to close the pie. If it's your first time on my channel, you are welcome. Thank you very much for stopping by to support my channel. I really appreciate it, and God bless you. Kindly hit the subscribe button and turn on every notification bell, so whenever I upload a video, you will be among the first people to actually get the notification, and by doing so, you will not miss out on any feature upload whenever I upload a video. Okay guys, so right now I finished with the first one. So right now I'm just adding egg. All right, so I cracked the egg in the bowl and I put a little bit of water, then I mix it together. Then after that, I'm just using the brush to just brush lightly over the dough. By doing this, it will give that beautiful golden color. And then after that, I'm just using a fork here just to put a little bit of hole in it so that it will not burst in the oven. But you can also just leave it like that. You don't have to put no mark on it, but by doing this, it just give that beautiful, design. So the first one is finished, and I repeat that same process until I bake all my pie. Bake the pie from anywhere from 18 minutes to 20 minutes. Please just keep eye on it so that it will not burn. Guys, my pie is all done. Very golden brown, just the way I like it. Now guys, if you don't close your pie very well, this is how it's going to turn out. I have few of them, maybe about 3 or 4, that it was open and the juice run out. This is the moment we have been waiting for. This pie is super moist, super delicious, and a lot of filling. I wish I could have bring it more closer so you guys can actually see what I'm talking about. Do not just take my word from it. Please give this recipe and try and come back and let me know how it went. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and God bless you all. Please do not forget to like, share, comment, and if you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more cooking video, because there is more deliciousness where this one came from. And I will see you all in my next video. God be with you. Bye for now.